Was your Raven run in ECW your favorite run?
Yeah, that my first year in WCW, and not my first, not Scotty Flamingo, but my first year as Raven in WCW
Right.
until it wasn't my favorite thing. And Portland, the 2 years I spent in Portland were amazing.
Don Owens?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like I told you before we clicked record, I'm in sales, and I had a customer on the phone, and his name was Rob Owens or something Owens, and I just kept calling him Don by mistake. And I said to him, "I'm sorry." There's a promoter. He goes, "That's my Uncle Don." I said, "Shut up." He was telling me stories about Roddy Piper coming to the house when he was a
Really?
kid. Small world. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
As Stephen
Yeah.
Wright
It's
would
very
say,
cool.
small world, but I wouldn't want to paint it.
Um, Last thing you talked about WCW. Can you tell a story about when you left WCW? I've heard that story from everybody but you about they said, "Hey, if who's ever not happy can leave," and you actually had the balls to leave.
Actually, he called me out on it. He goes, Bischoff called a meeting and he goes, Raven, if you're not happy with the door at the company, there's the door. I go, all right, and I got up and left. And I wasn't happy because I was being used, really, I was just being used well, pretty, really well, but not super well. And I felt like it was my time, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like me, Conan, Jericho, Booker T, we were all like the top 10 guys, and then we were like the next four or five. And then they had the middle of the card, and then they had the bottom of the card. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I felt like I wasn't getting an opportunity, and so I figured I'd go to WWE. Which who knows if they would have taken me? Because but Eric said you can't go to WWE. You can only go to ECW, and I still and he offered me my job back that night. But I wanted to go back to ECW because they were starting on TNN. I didn't realize Paulie was so burnt out from booking for 10 years straight, by
Right.
himself.
Right. So right there, Eric let you out of your contract.
Yeah,
Okay. Any
yeah. It was
any
a stupid decision. I should have stayed and just waited, or the system would have changed, and Russo came in, and I would have got pushed to the top under Russo. You know, but who knows?
Right.
I may have killed myself with drugs by that point. So very self-destructive. Although I didn't feel like I was, but I was.
Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to plug if promoters want to
Uh,
reach you?
my podcast, the Raven Effect podcast. You can find it wherever you find a podcast. It's not really wrestling based. It's wrestling adjacent, I call it. It it's just me and a couple guys that are wrestling. One guy was a commentator um, with Rich Bikini, and another guy, Joe Feeney, is he's also on Conan's podcast as a third wheel,
Hmm.
and we just talk bullshit, just call it to whatever pops up in our heads, and it's really entertaining because it's funny and it's absurd, and yeah, I refuse to allow it to get too serious about anything. I'm just not a serious person. I hate being serious. You
And
know.
you're gonna be in Jersey on uh, Saturday, September 27th at the Parsippany PAL for 90s Con. You can go to 90scon.com for all the information. Raven will be there. Saturn will be there. Trying to think who else.
Oh,
Adam Bomb will be there. Who else? Steve
also
Blackman will be there. Yeah, there'll be a lot of
also
guys
look
there.
out for my document. Some guy made a documentary about me that's
Okay.
going to be released soon. So look out for that. It's called The Raven Effect.
Awesome.
The Raven Effect, Nevermore, I think is what it's called, and that should be coming out soon.